My pilot husband had to work on Valentine's Day, so I secretly bought tickets on his flight with our daughter Ruby. We wanted to surprise him. In business class, Ruby hugged her doll and looked up at me with a big smile. "Mom, can I go see Dad fly the plane?" Before I could answer, the woman next to us laughed. "Her dad's the pilot?" I nodded. "What a small world," she said. "My husband's a pilot too. He's the top captain at this airline." She had this proud look on her face. I just smiled. "Oh, really?" A few minutes later, my husband's steady voice came over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking." My heart got warm, but then the woman leaned in close. "That's my husband. Great voice, right?" I froze. She flashed the watch on her wrist, expensive, flashy. He felt bad about missing Valentine's Day, so he spent half the night making it up to me, gave me this watch, and asked me to fly with him today. I stared at that watch. I knew exactly what it was. I had given it to Jet 2 days ago as a promotion gift. Ruby was sitting next to me, quietly coloring a drawing she'd made for her dad, a wobbly little picture of the three of us. She was the one who insisted on surprising him. "That's why I booked this flight. That watch must have cost a fortune, right?" I asked, keeping my voice steady. Not really." The woman rose, waved her hand like it was nothing, a little smirk on her face. "My husband pulls in hundreds of thousands a month. This is pocket change for him." Hundreds of thousands a month? I knew exactly what Jet made. Even as a top captain, it was nowhere near that. And honestly, he only got that position because of my father, a director at the airline who pulled strings when Jet's promotion assessment came up short 3 years ago. For the past 3 years, Jet had the captain title, but he'd mostly been flying as first officer. None of that, apparently, had ever come up with Rose. "Sounds like he really takes care of you," I said, though I couldn't stop staring at the watch. On the back of the case, there should be an engraving. "To Jet, may every flight be safe. Your eternal love." It was a limited edition I had hunted down across 3 cities 3 years ago. Rose was glowing, totally oblivious to how stiff my face was getting. He owes me, honestly. Missing Valentine's Day? He spent half the night apologizing. Last night, Jet had called me, sounding exhausted. "Rachel, I've got extra simulator training tonight. It's running late, I'm just gonna crash at the company dorm. You're going to be so tired flying tomorrow." I actually felt bad for him. "For you and Ruby, it's worth it." He sounded so sincere. I didn't question it for a second. Turns out his extra training was in another woman's bed. "And the watch isn't the only thing," Rose went on, clearly warming up now that she had an audience. She reached down and pulled out an orange Hermes Birkin bag, its color almost blinding under the cabin lights. "Birthday gift from last year." She ran her hand over it like she was petting something precious. My breath caught. That bag was one of 50 made worldwide. It had vanished from my closet 6 months ago. Jet told me he'd accidentally damaged it and threw it out. Then he had a friend track down a replacement for me. I thought that was so sweet of him. "Mom," Ruby tugged my sleeve. "That lady's necklace looks just like yours." I looked at Rose's neck. Rose gold chain, tiny airplane pendant, diamond-studded wings. I had that necklace custom made for our 5th wedding anniversary, our initials engraved inside. "You're right," I said, my voice coming out flat. Rose's smile flickered for just a second, then came right back. "No way it's the same. My husband had this made just for me. He said it means something special, like he's flying me all over the world." Jet had said the exact same thing to me at our anniversary dinner. He'd put it around my neck himself and said it was one of a kind, just like our love. When it went missing, he tore the whole house apart looking for it. Finally, he held me and said, "Out with the old, in with the new. I'll get you something even better." A month later, a fancier necklace showed up in my jewelry box. Custom made by a friend, he said. Paid for with my money, of course. He'd been stealing my things to give to his mistress, then using my own money to replace them. My stomach turned. "Are you okay?" Rose finally noticed. "Just a little airsick," I said, forcing a smile. A flight attendant handed me some water, and I took a slow sip, pulling myself together. "How long have you two been married?" Rose hesitated. An awkward look crossed her face. "We're not married yet." She must have caught something in my expression because she quickly added, "Don't judge me. He and his wife have zero feelings for each other." My grip tightened around the cup. He said his family pressured him into it. That woman basically pushed her way into his life. Rose's voice was full of contempt. "He says she's boring, that every day with her is miserable. If he hadn't met me, he doesn't know how he'd survive." A storm was raging inside me. "Pushed her way in? Jet, you have the nerve to say that?" I remember the first time I brought him home. He wore a faded white shirt and stood stiffly in my family's living room. His family had nothing. His parents were factory workers. He'd grinded his way through aviation school, then spent years doing airport groundwork, before barely making it into a low-level flight engineer role. If he hadn't been persistent enough to chase me, where would he even be right now? I went to my father begging him to use his connections all the way up to the captain's seat. I made sure Jet never had to worry about money. When his father got seriously ill, I called in every favor, hired the best doctors, and covered every single bill. My parents were dead set against the marriage. I was the one who threatened to do something drastic if they didn't agree. They gave in for me, and in return, I get to be the woman who forced herself on him. The nausea hit me all over again. Rose hadn't noticed any of this and kept going. The one who isn't loved is the real mistress. So what if his wife has the title? She doesn't get him. She doesn't deserve him. Jet says once the timing is right, he's going to sit her down and ask for a divorce. The words hit me like a punch to the chest. "How long have you two been together?" I asked. Rose's whole face lit up. "Next month on the 5th, it'll be exactly 4 years. Next month, the 5th. My mind went blank. 4 years ago on that day, I was giving birth to Ruby. My labor started early. I was rushed to the hospital and pushed through 7 hours of agony before she arrived. Jet wasn't there for any of it. When I finally came